Okay, so uh, in today's video, we will learn about the next unit of housekeeping operations, housekeeping operations 2 of second semester. That is all about a role of computers in housekeeping department. What is the role of housekeeping department? What is the role of computers in housekeeping department? That we will learn through this video. So I'm just going to start a new unit of housekeeping operations of second semester, that is the role of computers in housekeeping department. So as we already know that computers have become the very basic need of housekeeping department. Many hotels have invested heavily in information technology, that is called IT, infrastructures and networking that deploy the latest technical advances in their operations. If we talk about the softwares which which is used in housekeeping department, that is called housekeeping software. So housekeeping operations module are now an important part of an integral hotel management software. Popular, as we already know that it is well known to us that there is a PMS, that is property management system used in India, include IDS, Opera, Fidelio. There are so many examples of software which are used in hotel industry. These softwares have modules that help management of entire hotel, providing connectivity between various departments such as front office, all the four major core departments such as front office, F&B service, kitchen, housekeeping, and apart from four major core departments, it's also very useful in purchase, accounts, stores. The management information system, that is MIS, is used for strategic and financial planning by the managers in hotel industry. For housekeeping departments, the computers are commonly provided at housekeeping control desk and with housekeeper. A smaller Wi-Fi connected gadgets may be integrated with this system, connecting individuals, guest floors, and public area as well. So computers are now being used in many housekeeping departments for room management, for inventory control, for linen management, and so on. So many software packages are now available in India that provides a specific applications for housekeeping operations. Computers can now be linked to the telephone system in each guest room. This connectivity, this connection with each guest room, this technology greatly reduces the cost of individual wirings in each guest rooms. So computers are being used in housekeeping department for various reasons, for various purposes. Number one, that is room management, forecasting, GRA requirement, housekeeping history and GRA performance, for stock control, for housekeeping records. Computers are generally being used in housekeeping department. Work methods, for maintaining files, for word processing, for planning systems, for energy savings, energy conservations. So for these reasons, all the above reasons which I have told you, above reasons, computers are being used in housekeeping departments. So there are so many purposes why computers are being used in housekeeping department. Number one, we will discuss it in details, that why computers are being used in housekeeping department. That I have already told you. Number one, that is for room management. We will see in details how computer is being used for room management in housekeeping department. Number one, for arrival and departure, as well as occupancy figures. Occupancy forecasting, VIP and other special arrivals, guest history and other special requests like bedboards, bird vases, flower arrangement, disabled facilities. For this purpose, for room management, computers are being used in housekeeping departments. Out of order records. If suppose the room is out of order, so that record for that particular room which is out of order is fed in computers for our purpose. So out of order records giving reasons why it is being out of order, why the room, that particular room is out of order, as for example redecorations, maintenance problems, etc. Next, in room management, room change. When a guest moved from one room to another and also the room type changed. Complementary or staff room. Rooms sold for various purposes or special and room arrangement thereof, as for example interview rooms. If a room's being sold for interview rooms, then by giving this feedback that this room is particularly occupied for interview rooms, that must be fed in computers. Interconnecting rooms sold for friends or in a family plan. Sleep out when the guest has slept out. Walk out. Confirmed reservation guest walk out to other hotels. Overstays when the guest who was supposed to be leaving has decided to stay on. That is overstay. Occupancy status of the room and the number of persons in the room. Occupancy status of the room and the number of persons in the room. VIPs in the house. Clear rooms required on priority basis. Sick guest. If any sick guest in any guest rooms can be easily identified by the use of computers in room management in housekeeping department. This information will mostly be in a two-way flowing from the receptions to the housekeeping and vice versa. From the housekeeping side, the information may be fed into the computers from the keyboard. If the computer is linked to a telephone system, information on room status may be dialed indirectly by the floor supervisor. So these all are the above points for which under the room management, how the computers are being used in housekeeping departments. So I hope it's you all have understood it well. Number two, which I had already discussed earlier, that for forecasting GRA requirement, computers are being used. So how computers are being used for forecasting GRA requirements? Let us see. Forecasting GRA requirements. Computers may be used to forecast the total number of GRAs needed each day in the futures based on the current in-house occupancy and staffing and the expected arrivals, departures over the forthcoming period. These can forecast staffing requisites up to 365 days in advance, given the right inputs. Housekeeping histories and GRA performance. How computers are being used for this purpose. It is possible to measure the performance of each GRA by tracking the estimated clear time and the actual clear time, as well as the variances of in between these two. Since supervisors use the intercom in the room to mark the room as ready for the guest, the computers can also store the time at which the supervisor finished the inspections. So this way the computers are being used in housekeeping department for housekeeping history and GRA performance. How the computers are being used to control stock. All types of housekeeping stocks may be controlled by a computer, including linen inventories, cleaning agents, cleaning equipments, uniforms of the staff, guest supplies, soft furnishings, bedding, spare carpets and curtains, upholstery fabrics. By keeping efficient stock control, purchases and budgeting will be made easier, and information on stock levels will be readily available. For housekeeping records, all the housekeeping records may be kept on computers. For example, which room type are being sold to customers, to the guest, with a standard content design and color scheme. Housekeeping items purchase details like name of the supplier, date of the purchase, cost of the items. If any problem exists, then we need to add a special remarks in pretext to that purchased item. Methods of cleaning, maintenance. For this purpose, the computers are being used. Work methods. This should be identified for use in training periods or where special cleaning operations are being carried out. For files, computers files take the place of traditional files, reducing the need for filing cabinets. For word processing, the computers used as a word processor takes this place of a traditional typewriter, so all correspondence would be prepared in this way. A standard letter could also be kept in the memory. For planning system, well organized housekeeping department has a planning system in operations. The computer is ideal for keeping such records and preparing forecasts. For example, on window cleaning, redecorations, etc. How the computers are being used for energy savings. Computers are, can be used to control heat, light, power, telephone uses. So this way, computers can save our energy as well. For other IT applications in housekeeping, some companies also offer tray detection technology. When a guest puts a tray outside of the door, housekeeping is alerted from a triangle sensor on the tray that triggers another sensors in the doorway. This immediately alerts the staff to the waiting tray by way of a blinking light. The housekeeping staff can also be alerted when a room is available for cleaning by the guest. In this application, guests click a button which sets off another sensor to indicate they are gone and the room can be cleared. Apart from this, there are so many use of computers in housekeeping departments. In a housekeeping department, many hotels have invested heavily in information technology, infrastructures, and networking that deploy the latest technical advances in their operations. The new technologies which are gaining entry into the hospitality segment are Wi-Fi, wireless fidelity, wireless fidelity, radio frequency identifications, and the possibility of tracking inventory and guest data through the convergence of cellular and wireless technology, GPS, global positioning system, voice over internet protocol, handheld communication devices, and so on. Hotels either provide Wi-Fi as a value-added amenity to the guest or offer the services at a cost to their guest. Wi-Fi is provided in guest room as well as in the public area, lobbies, meeting rooms, lounges, and so on. In the housekeeping department, wireless local area network (WLAN) technology is enabling a wide range of hospitality applications in the housekeeping departments. Housekeeping staff can now conduct room checks after a guest vacates the room through the handheld Wi-Fi enabled device to report the status of the room. They also communicate with security personnel instantly over email in the case of emergency. Staff can also ensure from a remote spot that fire extinguishers are charged, emergency lights are functioning, and so on. Check and communicate inventory inventions for guest room supplies and the stocking of minibar in order to ensure that provisions are replenished in an efficient manner. Check and communicate inventory invention for guest room supplies and the stocking of minibars in order to ensure that provisions are replenished in an efficient manner. कंप्यूटर्स को और भी हम यूज करते हैं इन मेनी हाउसकीपिंग डिपार्टमेंट फॉर रूम मैनेजमेंट, इन्वेंटरी कंट्रोल एंड लिनन मैनेजमेंट. Computers can now be linked to the telephone system as well. In each individual guest room, सारे गेस्ट रूम इंडिविजुअल गेस्ट रूम में टेलीफोनिकली जो है हमारे कंप्यूटर लिंक्ड होते हैं. ये टेक्नोलॉजी ग्रेटली रिड्यूसेस द कॉस्ट ऑफ इंडिविजुअल वायरिंग इन ईच गेस्ट रूम, जिससे कि हम सारे रूम्स में वायरिंग से बच जाते हैं. फॉर एग्जांपल, एन इंटरफेस कैन बी क्रिएटेड between the telephone system of the hotel's computer network by the guest room attendant dialing a specific sequence of number on the phone from the specific guest room. Once connected, the computer immediately recognizes room numbers to which it is being connected. काफी आसान हमारा हो जाता है. Housekeeping operations modules are widely available, such as forecasting attendant requirements, daily housekeeping scheduling, tracking housekeeping history, and monitoring room attendants' performance. There is also a module to track the status from dirty room to ready room for inspection and a clean room that is ready for the guest. Many hotels also offer a detection technology when the guest puts the tray outside the door. Housekeeping is alerted from a triangular sensor on the tray that triggers another sensor in the doorway. This immediately alerts the staff to the waiting tray with a blinking light. बहुत सारे ऐसे होटल्स में होता है कि रूम्स के बाहर जो है लॉबी एरिया में, पैसेज में गेस्ट यूजुअली पुट देयर ट्रेस इन दैट लॉबी एरियाज. सो ट्रायंगल सेंसर्स लगे होते हैं जिससे कि वो ट्रिगर्स होते हैं और ये जो है इमीडिएटली जो हमारे स्टाफ है उनको ये पता लग जाता है कि जो हमारा ट्रे है, जो गेस्ट का जो ट्रे है, यूज ट्रे, वो हमारे लॉबी एरियाज में रखा हुआ है. दैट from their blinking lights they can easily identify and approach to collect that soiled trays. So एक computers का बहुत बड़ा advantage है. The housekeeping staff can also be alerted when the room is available for cleaning by the guest. अगर कोई गेस्ट रूम को क्लीन करने के लिए कोई रिक्वेस्ट डालता है तो वो हमारे हाउसकीपिंग स्टाफ को इजिली वो अलर्ट करता है कि रूम्स को क्लीन करना है. दैट रिक्वेस्टेड मेड बाय द गेस्ट. In this application, the guest clicks a button which sets off another sensors to indicate they are gone and the room can be cleared. Occupancy report, discrepancy report, list or under repair rooms can be sent to the front office through the wireless local area network. As I have already told you earlier, एक system होता है by which manual work can be avoided. The housekeeping module can also schedule the सर्विसिंग ऑफ गेस्ट रिक्वेस्ट. एज फॉर एग्जाम्पल, अगर कोई गेस्ट कॉल करता है फ्रंट डेस्क को एंड रिक्वेस्ट फॉर अ क्रिप बेड और एक्स्ट्रा टॉवेल्स, द फ्रंट डेस्क कैन सिंपली इनपुट देयर रिक्वेस्ट इन द कंप्यूटर एंड इट देन अपीयर्स ऑन द मेन हाउसकीपिंग मॉनिटर स्क्रीन. वो डायरेक्टली मैसेज किसको चला जाता है, उसके स्क्रीन पे हाउसकीपिंग का जो मॉनिटर स्क्रीन होता है उस पर वो डायरेक्टली अपीयर्स होने लगता है, जिससे हाउसकीपिंग स्टाफ को ये पता लग जाता है कि गेस्ट किस गेस्ट रूम से गेस्ट का क्या डिमांड आ रहा है. A guest request notification can also be sent to the room attendants automatically to the handheld wireless personal digital assistants or by cell phone or by the way of text messages or emails. ये थ्रू डायरेक्टली जो है फ्रंट डेस्क किसको मैसेज फॉरवर्ड करती है, मैसेज कन्वे करती है हाउसकीपिंग डिपार्टमेंट. वायरलेस लोकल एरिया नेटवर्क allow guests to share high speed internet connections, browse the web, access their corporate networks remotely and securely, access the business center for their rooms, organizing video conferencing, play games online, and use multiplayer gaming options. तो ये सारे पॉइंट्स से हम लोगों ने ये कंक्लूड किया कि हाउसकीपिंग डिपार्टमेंट्स में हमारे कंप्यूटर्स का क्या-क्या यूज है, जिसको कि डिटेल्स में हम लोगों ने एक-एक करके इसके बारे में पढ़ा. अपार्ट फ्रॉम द above discussed points that computers are being used in housekeeping department for so many reasons. Why computers are being used in housekeeping departments? उसको मैंने रूम मैनेजमेंट, फोरकास्टिंग, GRA रिक्वायरमेंट्स, हाउसकीपिंग हिस्ट्री, GRA परफॉर्मेंस, फॉर स्टॉक कंट्रोल, फॉर हाउसकीपिंग रिकॉर्ड्स, वर्क मेथड्स, फाइल्स, फॉर वर्ड प्रोसेसिंग, प्लानिंग सिस्टम, एनर्जी सेविंग. तो ये जो 10 पॉइंट्स हमने देखा कि कंप्यूटर्स को इस कारण से हम हाउसकीपिंग डिपार्टमेंट्स में यूज करते हैं, उसके अलग अलग रोल्स हैं. तो उस रोल्स को हम लोगों ने एक एक करके डिस्कस किया. रूम मैनेजमेंट्स में क्या कंप्यूटर्स का यूज है, फोरकास्टिंग करने में कैसे मदद करता है कंप्यूटर्स, हाउसकीपिंग हिस्ट्री को कैसे हम फीड करते हैं कंप्यूटर्स में, स्टॉक कंट्रोल्स में कैसे हमें कंप्यूटर्स मदद कराता है हाउसकीपिंग में, जिससे हम स्टॉक कंट्रोल कर पाए, वर्ड प्रोसेसिंग में, प्लानिंग सिस्टम में, एनर्जी सेविंग्स में कैसे हमें कंप्यूटर्स का यूज होता है हाउसकीपिंग डिपार्टमेंट्स में. सो इस वीडियो में हमने ये देखा कि रोल ऑफ कंप्यूटर्स इन हाउसकीपिंग डिपार्टमेंट्स. कंप्यूटर अपार्ट फ्रॉम ऑल दीज रोल्स इन हाउसकीपिंग डिपार्टमेंट्स, उसके अलावा भी हमने देखा वायरलेस लोकल एरिया नेटवर्क से कैसे कैसे हम कनेक्ट करते हैं हाउसकीपिंग डिपार्टमेंट्स को दूसरे डिपार्टमेंट से. लॉबी एरियाज में कैसे सेंसर्स लगे हुए होते हैं, अगर गेस्ट रूम्स में किसी तरीके का कोई नीड है, अर्जेंट कोई नीड है, तो कैसे वो टेलीफोन से हमारा कंप्यूटर्स कैसे कनेक्टेड होता है कि ऑटोमेटिकली जो है गेस्ट जो है वो डिमांड भेजता है फ्रंट डेस्क में, और फ्रंट डेस्क जो है वहाँ पे कुछ ऐसा ट्रिगर्ड लगे होते हैं जो लाइट ब्लिंक्स करते हैं, जिससे कि हमारा कनेक्शन जो है सीधा हाउसकीपिंग मॉनिटर स्क्रीन के ऊपर में वो डिस्प्ले आ जाता है कि किस गेस्ट रूम से गेस्ट का क्या नीड है. तो ये सारी चीजें जो हम लोगों ने देखा इस वीडियो के माध्यम से, तो हमें ये पता चला कि कंप्यूटर्स काफी इसेंशियल्स हैं जो हाउसकीपिंग में यूज किए जाते हैं, और क्या-क्या फैक्टर्स हैं जिसके कारण से कंप्यूटर्स का क्या यूज होता है हाउसकीपिंग डिपार्टमेंट में. तो आई होप यू ऑल हैव अंडरस्टूड इट वेल. So this is the video on roles of computers in housekeeping department. That is the third unit of housekeeping operations of second semesters. So thank you very much.